Previously on Dungeon World.
Oh, rats really gross me out, man.
Bear fell and hit my head.
Will you two stop fucking around?
Look, here's where Daga's cave is, okay? He's got a huge bounty on his head. And now, back to Dungeon World. Welcome back. Before we continue with our Dungeon World one-shot, I'm going to have my players introduce themselves again.
Hi, I'm Jenny, and I'm playing Olive the Fighter.
I'm Sterling, and I'm playing Willem the Bard.
I'm Martin, and I'm playing Rook, the shithead.
Those are the heroes. Let's get back to it. So we last left... Yeah, heroes.
I peed my pants a little.
And I caught a barrel in the face.
Both did.
It's alright, wee man.
Hey. I'm not sure if that's referring to my height or my pee pants.
Yup.
You shop, I like it.
So we last left the group at the mouth of Daga's cave, with a real putrid smell emanating forth. Like, I think we said rotting ballsack and normal ballsack, right? Was the descriptor we used?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like rotting ballsack inside a normal ballsack.
Right.
Or a normal ball sack inside of a rotting ball sack. Like there's still an ounce of hope in there.
There's a little bit of normal left.
It smells like a teenage boy's bedroom.
So you guys are at the mouth of this cave.
This cave smells like masturbation. Teenagers,
fan.
what else do you do with your free time?
Giant masturbation. And I guess this is where we say this is a video for mature audiences only.
Masturbation.
Dicks.
Penis.
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 Can we get Dripping Cave?
I'm trained.
It's thinking about it. So what do you guys do? You're at the mouth of this cave. You think there's someone named Daga inside.
Is there water in the cave?
Yes.
Perfect. This place is beautiful.
When you say water, you mean like we're gonna have to swim through the water?
No.
Or like puddles water?
This is Sirenscape questions.
Fluid exists in the
Chill out, bro. Chill out, bro. This is production
This is,
stuff.
yeah.
Fine, never
Yeah.
mind.
This is stage notes.
Yeah.
So, who
Do you want more ominous?
wants to go in first?
This'll do.
I'm still skipping. I am
You're way
leaping
behind
into
us
danger
because
without a
skipping is
plan.
not an efficient form of travel.
Well, yeah, for fullings, you can just walk. Us halflings, we skip, okay?
Skipping gets us there faster.
Yeah. Look, we can't follow yellow brick roads unless we're skipping, okay? Right,
Those are the
so
rules.
I
They're in
skip
the
into the
book.
cave. I skip into the cave.
Okay, so are you like scouting ahead or just like, whee?
I'm not entirely sure that I remember the briefing yesterday while I was concussed. I don't remember yesterday.
Okay.
I have a bandage around my head, and they keep telling me that I was heroic and I fought a bunch of rats.
And to leave it alone and not pick at it?
Yeah. Good luck, first of all. But no, I don't remember why we're here. It smells like a place I've been before, though. Mostly where I was born. The halfling hospitals are very not sanitary. Yeah.
Just dripping all the time.
Yeah. It's not
Halflings
good.
generally pee a little bit. Like, that's their just defense mechanism.
think we're
I'm
pretty
surprised
much-
she hasn't admitted to it yet.
Well, that's the thing. She hasn't admitted to it yet.
We're pretty much
I
establishing that like an
she's
underclass
done
of
it.
society. So that's
I
just
skip into the
halflings in
cave.
this world. So are you like looking around as you're going in?
Maybe
I
she's
thought it's
staring
really
into the
dark.
cave.
Yeah. So you're just skipping in the dark?
Until I realized that it's too dark.
It got too dark real fast.
Then I stop skipping real fast.
Okay. Are you guys following?
Yeah.
And I say, hello, hello, hello.
I remember why we're actually here, so I'm just gonna follow and kind of pull him back a little bit to hope that he shuts up slightly.
Oh, and then I immediately turn to you and go, finally, some alone time.
Look, Rook, yesterday you were a real shit show, alright?
That's Martin laughing. Sorry.
A barrel fell on your head and you got knocked out. And then like
Hey,
three
hey.
rats just like piled on top of you.
You sound a little jealous, friend.
I think it was two, and also we told him he was heroic. We gotta pick a story and stick with
I
it.
got a sticker
I'm
that
just
said
saying-
hero.
Don't go running into caves that you don't know. Always use protection.
That's Rook laughing, by the way.
Rook doesn't even know the word.
Yeah.
He heard it once and it just went right over his
Yeah,
head.
Rook thinks protection is a shield, okay? Yeah.
Well, I've got it then.
Yeah. I don't think he's ever heard
Always
the
the
word
responsible
condom.
one.
Basically, I'm saying let Olive go first.
What?
Also, does anyone have light? Because it's dark in here.
Olive doesn't want to go first.
Yeah, so I pull out a pipe and I light it with tinder and I put it in the bowl and it illuminates just this much of the cave.
You don't see anything.
But now I can see in the dark. This is dark vision weed.
Oh,
I
right,
think?
yes.
Yeah. Oh no, it's not bloodweed though. I'm not smoking bloodweed yet. That's a poison I have. It's a different kind of weed.
Yeah. So you guys fashioning a short torch then?
I tried. It failed miserably, and now I can see colors. Now I can hear colors. And see sounds.
So blue in here.
I'm super jealous, though.
Yeah, because
Synesthesia makes great music.
Yeah. I haven't told you about this batch, so someone fashion light, please, or I'm just gonna keep going.
I don't have an adventuring kit, so...
Oh, I do.
I was like, I don't either,
Okay.
so...
I gave that up for weed.
So I say, you know, it'd be really cool right now if we lit some candles.
Do you have candles?
I do,
Let's-
mood candles though. I really don't feel comfortable with Willem here.
It'll be okay.
Okay, I'm
Look,
gonna light some mood
I got
candles.
some halfling pipe leaf. That'll help us, right?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, if you're
As I
smoking
blow
it.
out like a giant, vape cloud of
That'll
pipe
help,
leaf.
right?
Yeah. So I'm going to use adventuring gear. I have 5 uses. I'm going to fashion a torch and then quickly hand it off to Olive, who is the only one that we trust
Nope.
with fire.
Okay, Olive, you now have a torch and apparently have been instructed to lead the way.
Also,
Yep.
I thought it was really funny to grab rope out of the adventuring kit too. Is that still a single use, or is that a second use?
We'll just call it one.
Okay.
What are you doing with rope?
I'm just tying it to Willem and me. We do this. We do this
So
once in a
we
while.
don't get
We do this
lost.
once in a while.
It's
when
like
we're weed
tandem
buddies.
climbing,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you're walking.
When
So is
we're
Olive
both
also... Am I also holding on to...
User
you guys?
pick.
Okay.
User pick.
I am.
You can leash us, or you can just let us clothesline things in the dark.
They're just like
Actually-
kids at the airport. They're just
Yeah.
I like the
home.
clotheslining option better,
Deal.
though, so...
Yeah.
Okay.
Which usually is you, unfortunately. Yeah.
I mean, it's right kind of at your height too.
Well, yeah.
It's a
He's
diagonal
attached to it,
clothesline,
so...
Yep.
But
For
yeah.
me, it's around my neck, and for him, it's around his waist. Yeah.
So I would actually maybe like to use bardic lore
Okay.
while we're in here. It says when you first encounter an important creature, location, or item. I'm imagining this
This is a
location is
location?
important. Does it have anything to do with legends of heroes past?
Do you have to roll for that?
Covered by your bardic lore, you can ask the GM any one question about it. The GM will answer truthfully. The GM may then ask you to what tale, song, or legend you heard that information in. So if there's something about a hero dealing with this cave, I might know it.
So this is the Cave of Sorrow.
Sounds
You've
about
heard
right.
of it in a couple of stories, but why?
While he's telling us the story, because I'm high, I start crying.
That's why.
feel
So
like
it's
I
covered
haven't
by
told
my
that
bardic
guy
lore. I
from
can
over
ask the GM any one question about it. So, what kind of legend or myth does the cave hold?
It's a place where a lot of ancient death rituals were performed. So kind of like a sacred funerary place.
Okay.
I immediately get paranoid.
Yeah.
This is not a good trip.
As you're tying the rope around us, I go, this is a good idea. This cave, the Cave of Sorrows, is an ancient cultist cave. They did ritual burials and funerals here.
Shit. I can hear the cultists.
No, dude, that's just lit pipe leaf.
Fuck.
Would you like to try to hear the coldness?
Yeah.
How about some discern realities?
Deal.
And we'll see if
I
they're
like that
cultists.
I'm actually hearing the giant, but I'm thoroughly convinced that it's cultists.
There's no cultists here anymore because Bronan, the Destroyer,
Oh, I love Bronan stories.
right? Bronan's the best. He came in here with his tiny dagger and killed all of them.
Tell me about the part where he punches the camel for no reason. Conan punches a camel for no reason. All right. Yeah. So I got a hit. I got a 7 on the dice,
Okay.
and I have a no blank for wisdom. So literally the stat is blank. No. So I'm gonna ask. Sorry, on a 7, I ask only one question.
Right.
And so I'm hearing cultists, and I want to know what is about to happen. Are they about to sacrifice me or what? What is about to happen in this mother-loving cave?
It's
See,
okay.
you
We've
thought I was
already
gonna swear.
given the warning.
It's okay.
Fuck.
Shit.
So
Stank balls.
the cultists are, from what you can hear, the cultists are about to perform a ritual to summon something.
Awesome.
I don't like
It's
this
some
cave.
kind of binding ritual.
I don't like this cave.
We definitely should be tied together.
Well, Olive? Oh, well, I know where you're at because you have the torch.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like, Olive,
What?
there's cultists in here and they're doing like a binding ritual.
How do you know that?
I can hear them.
But okay, well,
Would you like to discern realities?
Sure.
To see if you can hear them?
Yeah. What do I rolled 2. I have a -1 for wisdom though. This isn't gonna go well.
This is great.
Wait, so is this the truth as a player or is it the truth as a character?
This is the truth as a character.
Okay.
8 and 7.
So you got a 7. Mm-hmm. Okay. Go ahead and ask me a question.
Are we still sticking on the cultists? Yeah. I'm gonna.
You're sober. You can hear any. You can ask any question you want.
I'm gonna say.
Because this is you listening in.
Yeah. I'm gonna say what here is not what it appears to be.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. This cave appears to be artificial, not natural.
Like man-made or giant made.
Something made.
Okay.
American made.
I am going to lead these 2 buffoons towards the voices that he's hearing.
We're like a tetherball game right now.
be a-
I don't know if the buffoons.
That would be a great band name. Two Buffoons. Tuba spelled Tuba.
Two buffoons.
Foons.
So are they foons that play the tuba?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I'm just gonna grab the rope that is around the both of them, and I'm just gonna, with my torch, keep walking forward towards the voices that I think he hears.
So you can definitely start to hear
Okay,
something
cool. Then
in
we're
the
gonna
cave.
walk towards
It's
that.
not voices. You're just hearing like the dripping of water, and the smell is starting to get worse. And you can hear grumbling that almost could be like snoring.
So is that me thinking that's the chanting of the ritual then?
Right.
Okay.
It smells like someone rubbed a rotting ball sack onto a dead fish.
It smells disgusting in here, yeah.
It's not that bad.
What is wrong with you?
I grew up in a dumpster. Don't you remember? I told you this story.
Yeah, true. You have.
And then we made out a little bit, I think.
I tend not to listen to your stories.
I listen to every word of your stories.
Yeah, because my stories are actually entertaining.
Hey,
But,
guys,
shh.
And at that point, Rook steps on a
I'm gonna
human
mark
skull.
that down. I'm gonna mark that down as a halfling joke.
Rook steps on a human skull, and his
Which
boot
is like
goes
a
through.
which is like a booster seat for me. Yeah.
Wait, you said his foot goes through it?
Yeah.
Oh,
So like you now have a shattered skull stuck on your boot.
Does it still cling to my shoe in a fashionable way?
No.
Oh, that could have been added my dang clothes.
Sorry. It's
I mean, you
just
could-
kind of fracturing skulls.
You could make it a helmet.
Shoulder pad.
I don't think Rook needs a helmet. I think he's just fine without one.
You really could have benefited from it.
So I crush a skull and I go, I'm not wearing my right shoe. And I stop and I put my right shoe on. And I'm like,
So you
I
just,
stepped in skull with my bare foot. This is disgusting.
Were you just carrying your shoe?
It's in my backpack. I skip faster without shoes on.
So do you just put one shoe on then?
I don't know. We'll figure it out later.
See what
You're
else
a halfling. You don't need shoes.
Hey.
Okay, no, that's definitely
That was in
racist
character
as
and that was racist,
shit.
yes.
Yeah, that is not cool, okay? Because how am I supposed to, as a thief, how am I supposed to sneak without my sneakers? Would you please progress this story forward, guys?
This is great. I love this, though. So Olive, trying to get a better look, lifts the torch up.
Yes.
There are a lot of remains around you guys.
Awesome. Are they all human?
Okay, now I put my other shoe on. I don't want to step in this.
Some are humanoid.
Are any of them halfling that we can see?
There are a few little
Oh,
skeletons.
dang. Never mind.
It's hard to tell if they're children or halflings or dwarves
Dang.
because they're
so I
like
was
picked
just
clean
I was
and
gonna-
separated.
Send him in first.
So there's a clear, distinct difference between dwarven skulls and halfling skulls. Okay, dwarven skulls look dumb. I know that
Okay.
much. I know that much. I've got an intelligence of 12. Okay, they look dumb and they have skeletal beards a little bit.
There's also a lot of like animal skeletons too.
That's the part that the Cave of Sorrows, is that what this is?
Yeah.
That's the part that makes me sad. Is the animals.
ritual, I bet.
When I finally retire, I think I'm gonna decorate my house like this.
When are any of us gonna get to retire?
Did you not get a lot of hugs when you were younger?
Dylan, what's your belt
You
buckle
came
look
from a
like?
I'm gonna come in. I come in. I grab the rope and I pull him in for a bro hug.
Yeah, your like face just goes right in my crotch.
Yep. Also,
look like now that it's on camera.
we're hitting all of my dreams right now. Yep.
I'm still gonna keep going forward though, whether or not
The snoring is definitely getting louder.
Yeah, well, I want to see
More
where the
apparent.
snoring is like. I want to visually see where the snoring is coming from.
Olive,
What?
we need to sneak up on the cultists. You're making a lot of sound.
This is definitely not cultist snoring.
I told you, the cultists are dead. Bronan killed him, and then he punched a camel.
Why'd he punch the camel?
Okay, but then what is
Don't
that?
ask questions you
what
don't
is-
want answers to.
What is that? Look, nobody knows. It's on IMDb's trivia. Okay, it just doesn't make sense.
Can you
Listen.
just stop stepping in skulls so we don't wake up whatever?
Wait, I really want to know what IMDb means in this universe.
It means I make
You got
till
this.
damned.
Oh,
He doesn't know all the spellings.
Yeah.
He doesn't know all the spellings.
only
yet.
12,
Yeah.
yeah.
Something about condoms, I think. Doesn't know what they are. Does not know what they are. Yeah. But he. What is that sound then?
We're gonna go find out, and you need to stop
I'm
stepping
gonna
on
discern
skulls.
reality.
Go for it. Thank you.
Plus wisdom?
Yeah.
I got a 6.
Oh.
No, I got a 5.
Someone as high as well.
Yeah. It is definitely cultists, and the chanting has just changed.
Wait. No, that is cultist.
This is the revenge of the
What the
cultists
hell is
after
wrong with
Brunan.
both of you? Well, then let's go meet your cultists. Maybe they're nice.
I think if we give them a little bit of halfling pipe leaf, like, we'll be cool.
I think I agree with you as well.
No, we decided that he's allowed to call it that.
Oh. I just don't like the way he said it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Listen.
Look,
This is the revenge of Brunan.
It's not like I'm using a derogatory term or anything like hobbit. Like,
Hey,
I'm calling
hey.
you what you are. You're halflings.
Hey, stop it.
This is the Cave of Sorrow for real.
The snoring has definitely stopped,
Stop it.
so the cultists have gone quiet.
The ritual's finished.
And you hear some rocks moving,
I think they just summoned a rock golem.
more
Or
bones
Brunan
crunching.
the Rock
I'm gonna-
Barian.
Olive is gonna pull them. I'm trying to actually remember side. Pull us behind a giant rock. Just try to hide. And just,
Okay.
Good thing we have a rope tied around us.
yeah, no, I'm just gonna pull them behind the nearest
Yeah.
rock, and then I'm just gonna like put my hands over the torch somewhat because I don't want to blow
Just
it out.
burn your hands.
That's not really how torches work.
It's not a light bulb.
So look, her wisdom is real high. Yeah, her wisdom is just super high.
Okay, we'll see how long you can hold.
She turns to the torch and goes.
Fine, we'll blow it out.
She turns to the torch and
then.
goes, "Be very quiet."
Go ahead and roll a defy danger. And I think this is probably dexterity because you're trying to hide.
7, 8. Right? No.
Okay.
Yep, 8. You said dexterity, correct?
That is correct.
8.
So on a 7 through 9, you stumble, hesitate, or flinch. The GM will offer you a worse outcome, hard bargain, or ugly choice. You cannot hide with the fire.
She'll blow it out.
So you extinguish
I'll blow it out.
your light.
In a puddle, because we established
Puddle.
water source.
Yeah, we did
I was
say
gonna
there's
pee
puddles.
on it.
Nope. Nope, that's not happening.
So now you guys
I
are
told you to pee at the last gas station.
thrust into darkness, and you feel the ground begin to shake as something comes. And it's just huge footfalls, just like reverberating T-Rex style with a cup of water, with these puddles all around you guys.
But
And
we
it's
can't
this
see
giant. No, this is true. You
I
can
can
hear
hear
it because he is really high. He can hear the puddle vibrating,
Shh. Be very quiet.
and you just hear in the darkness. What's that? This is here?
Hello?
Hey, we're just some of the cultists.
Rock behind you.
No,
Just
I
like-
take both of their ropes and I pull it so their heads hit each other.
Thunk. It's a hollow.
My head bandage!
And then I do it again because they keep talking.
The rock behind you just explodes as it's hit with a giant club. And now you're in the dark.
Roll for initiative.
Yeah. So what do you guys do?
I'm,
Hello?
Love it.
Rook gets the MVP award.
Hello? I'm sorry. That's
I just
so
start
dumb.
running, but
So dumb.
I'm
can't
still
see
tied
where
to
you're-
Rook.
Yeah. So you just
So I get to the end of my rope and just fall.
No, you're stronger than me. You're a foaling. So you hear "Ah!" and then you're through the skeletal pile.
Why are you running? It's pretty
yeah,
dark.
no.
It's still like daylight. We can see the exit.
You're
of the
pretty
cave.
far in.
Okay.
I grab onto Rook and I grab the torch because I want him to light it again.
It's doused in water.
Yeah,
And
it's wet now.
make a new one.
Being dragged through skeletal mass right now. Look, okay, this is the third wet dream Rook has lived through. Just being dragged through
In
a
the last
skeletal pile.
48 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a great
You're having a
adventure.
good time.
Looking to
Yeah.
start some more
You know,
fire.
who needs to be banned from Fantasy Vegas
Right.
when they've got this
The Cave
lifestyle?
of Sorrows. It's all you could want. So are you guys like trying to light a torch again so you can see what's going on?
I'm interested to see where he's running me.
Yeah. How about Defy Danger, Will?
Sure.
Because you are running in the dark, dragging a halfling, and we'll see where you run to.
All right. What am I rolling with?
How about roll it and then we'll pick one?
No, I think you say how you deal with it.
Yeah.
So like you could use Constitution to endure running through it, or you could
You're just gonna power through all the walls you're gonna hit.
you could use your quick thinking to navigate in the darkness.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and I'm gonna just try and remember the pathway back out to the
Oh
entrance.
my god.
Okay.
So with intelligence.
Let's see it.
7.
Oh.
A 7. Okay, so you remember the pathway and you start heading down that way, dragging Rook behind you and leaving Olive in the dark.
Well, Olive's kind of in tow. She was trying to grab
Oh,
me.
she-
I was trying to grab you, but I would think if he took off running, then you would probably slip through my fingers. So I was like,
Are you not chasing?
I can't see you guys.
Are you not
can-
tied onto us as
you
well?
can
No,
hear
I'm
me.
not tied on to
You
you
can
guys.
hear me dragging through skeletons, going wee.
True. True.
If anything, we're creating a distraction for Olive. She'll be fine.
You could probably slay the giant right now, no problem. We'll just freaking run laps around this guy.
Rook, will you roll 2d6 for me? And, how about a constitution?
Yep.
To
Luckily,
endure this
I'm
bragging.
flabby. Yeah, so it's gonna be a 9.
Okay, so you get caught on another rock. It doesn't hurt, but it stops you dead.
It tears the rope.
Do you want it to tear the rope, or do you want
That's the
to
only way to
close
stop
the
me
rope?
dead. Or stop me.
Well, either you tear the rope or you stop Willem's movement too.
I don't think something would catch me. I'm just gonna say it tears the rope.
Okay, so your rope gets cut as you're going, and you and Willem are separated. Willem can now run a lot faster. Are you still running out of the cave?
I start pulling the rope back, and I feel where it snapped. I go, he's dead.
Yeah, I think I continue running
Okay.
out of fear.
Olive, a big, mass in the darkness, you didn't think it was possible for it to be any darker,
Oh, great.
goes past you.
He was running.
You can smell
past
the
me?
stank shadow walk past.
You can see this shadow in the darkness.
So I can definitely tell. I can tell where it is.
Yeah.
For sure. Cool. I'm
If nothing else, you can smell where it is.
Yeah.
True. I'm run and stab at it with my sword. See what happens.
Okay, let's see it.
So also, while she's doing that, I'm gonna light a torch. At the second she swings, there's this spark of flame, and I'm holding the torch up, and I'm I gotta find his body. He needs a proper burial. And then the light flashes, and you see the sword swing.
Were
for
we
her.
doing that out of strength?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
So I got a 11.
An 11? Okay, that is very handed. What do you do to this giant? Roll your damage dice, please.
That's a 10, right? Yeah. 4.
Okay.
The light kind of catches you off guard as I
Yeah,
strike a torch.
He was walking past me, right?
Yeah.
Or I'm walking to me, probably running. I'm gonna say that I get him square in the back and start to go down.
He's a giant. So
back
you
of
get him
the
in the
leg?
calf.
I get him in.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
You get him in the
Yep.
ankle.
Yep.
You're a
Goodbye,
half.
Oh no, she jumped. It's
I jumped.
Yeah.
I jumped off part of our giant exploded rock. I jumped off one of its parts.
Maybe
So-
me.
So it was very unexpected and
got him
very
in the calf.
surprised and very upset. So it just bellows. Because it thought it took care of whatever the problem was, and the rest scurried out. And you're so Rook, you lit a torch now.
Yeah, and then I peed a little at the
When
grumble.
it yelled and you get a full face full of giant.
I never actually go to the bathroom. I just
You have different
Just be
events in your
yourself.
life.
I just pee a little bit often.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know,
Everybody
it doesn't
needs
work for
hobbies.
everyone.
I mean, the pee running down your leg makes you feel good, so you hold it in just in case. You have one of those moments that you need the pee running down your leg.
It's a comfort thing.
I'm gonna go with Jenny on this one with that look. That kind of does Sterling pee a little? Talking about how good it feels. Anyways, so I have a torch now. I'm thoroughly convinced Willem's dead. I'm paranoid. I'm not having a good time. I see this flash of silver strike this giant, ugly beast, and I turn and I go, "Hello?"
Rook, shut up!
What's going on? Cultists?
This giant is rearing back from the light. It was very unexpected, and now it's very bright. So he's really distracted and got his back of his hand covering his eyes.
Okay. So at this point, I think I kind of remember something about a doubling, and I'm going to start to charge, or start to approach him, waving the torch wildly, knowing that it's throwing him off balance. Also knowing that whenever Olive tells me to shut up, it means she's trying to murder.
She's trying to, yeah,
she's
murder.
trying to murder something.
To not murder, knock out, because she doesn't kill.
Well, I murder some.
Only when they really
Only
deserve
when they
it.
really deserve it. And
Listen,
Does this one really deserve it?
Probably.
apples and apples. Okay, this is murder.
This is murder.
Yeah, so I'm gonna aid on her kind of fighting
Yeah,
of
sounds
this
great.
giant.
So go ahead and roll it. You're rolling with bond, where the number of bonds you have with her is added to the roll.
Deal. So I have 2 bonds with her. So plus 2. That's a 9. It's a 9er.
Okay.
So I'm clearly exposing myself to danger by waving a
Absolutely.
torch at this
Yeah,
giant.
you're making yourself a big, noticeable target.
Well, big. I don't know.
Well,
big.
okay. Not
but,
big, a
know,
noticeable target.
Dank. I would prefer dank. Yep.
So, okay, we'll come back to that. Willem, what are you up to? You're hearing screaming and bellowing. There's light behind you.
You're also
now.
no longer dragging Rook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think knowing that Rook is no longer behind me, I flip around and I see the light. Realize that they
the spark in the dark.
could use some epic accompaniment to their fighting.
I'm sadly walking towards the light. In the cave of sorrows.
This is how the bard dies.
Into the light we go,
So you are
slaying a giant foe.
No, keep going. Keep
Olive.
going, yes.
Kick its fucking ass!
And win the day for show. And see.
So I want to give Olive plus 1d for forward.
What is that?
Okay, you need to roll for your song?
Yeah, that's right. Be inspirational.
Please. That's Sterling going, please,
I got a
dice,
9.
don't
You got a
fuck
9,
me."
okay.
Yep. So on a 7 or 9, your spell still works, but you draw unwanted attention or magic reverberates to other targets affecting them as well. GM's choice.
Okay, so you were trying to inspire
Olive.
Olive. I'll actually have this inspire Rook as well. Because Rook has got this huge crush on Olive, and hearing a song about her is like exactly what he likes.
Yeah.
Wet dream.
I also know it is my 5th wet dream to have Willem serenade me while I, flirt with Olive.
Protect Olive.
Yeah, protect. Ooh, protect. Yeah. Deal.
So, and that's adding 1d4 on your next, or forward for your...
Forward to damage.
Oh, to damage, okay.
Yep.
So
Next time you do damage, you get a d4.
Okay. I pee a little bit. This time it's a good one.
So, Olive, you
It's an
have
excited bee.
a new opportunity
Like ups.
to...
Yeah, it's a piddle.
Oh my god.
You have an opportunity to strike again. Because this
Okay.
creature's distracted, you have got this help now, and you're feeling this bardic inspiration, this song touting your great deeds, inspiring your blows.
Okay, so I'm gonna just assume that this giant has leg hair. I'm gonna hold on to his leg hair and pull my sword out from his. Did we decide it hit his ankle or his calf? We decided calf.
Where'd it
I
go?
jumped.
The calf.
We decided calf. I'm gonna pull it out and aim for the back of his knee. I'm just gonna keep climbing
Just
up him. is
higher
my
and up.
plan.
That's
Yep.
how you hit the the doublings.
Yeah.
That's how you deal with
Yep.
doublings.
I just want to keep
You
climbing
learned
up.
this once somewhere.
That's my plan. What do I need to?
So go ahead and just roll. We'll do another attack. So I have to
12.
slash. It's actually a 13 because you had an assistance from Rook.
13.
So I give you a +1.
So
And then I need to
you,
roll.
yeah, roll that and a
Oh, use
d4
this one up.
because you are inspired.
Nope. No, I'm not.
That's
Wow.
some great inspiration.
I definitely like that maybe you saw him about to crush Rook and you're like, fuck.
Yeah.
I like how both times I've given inspiration.
It does. You just
They
curse
have
them with
both
your normal
rolled.
dice.
Yeah.
Once.
Thanks, Sterling. For fans of the channel, Sterling is usually really bad at rolling dice. Well, today he's rolling dice really well.
But he's giving the bad rolls to
cursing
us.
Jenny and I with
Really
his,
so
with
I
his
did so great with those
role-playing
rats.
assistants.
Okay, Rook.
So I think I'm about to get smushed.
You are
Smash, not
about to be
smushed. Smushed
smashed
is the
down.
6th wet dream, is getting smushed by a giant.
So go ahead and try and how would you like to avoid this attack?
You know,
Skip away. Skip away.
yeah, so I'm gonna talk mad shit to this giant. I'm starting to get a good look at him, and he's uglier than I am.
Right.
So I'm looking up at him, and I say, "Oh, you're supposed to be the big man on campus, huh? You think you're so good? You think you're so wise and so big and so smart, but from down here I can clearly see your nuts." And thank you very much.
Rook is so eloquent.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll. I would like to define danger with charisma.
Okay. I will allow it because that was great. That was fantastic.
Amazing. I got an
All right.
11.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
Even the giant's like,
yeah.
He has to think about it for a second.
He is not a smart giant. His eyes are like burning.
Yeah.
Someone just talked about his nuts. He's confused.
in a very witty way from a quarterling.
He overswings and just misses, and it slams into the ground next to you, and it leaves a small crater.
It's all about perspective. For him, he's a foaling.
Yeah.
And we're quarterling.
You're finally a halfling.
Maybe this
At
is
least I'm not a quarterling.
You know, there's a chance that this might be our fourth party member. Okay, I'm just. This is the guy that really rounds us out.
We can try.
Listen, we've got 2 little people, 1 normal one, and 1 super big. That's the poster of our band.
The math averages out.
We need a drummer. Like,
Clearly.
And he's clearly a percussion specialist.
yeah. I mean,
You have an opportunity.
he can literally bring the house down.
So is he just like a giant dude in like loincloth kind of giant?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm
he's
gonna
a
light his
giant.
loincloth on fire while he's
Okay.
distracted. Yeah. I'll chuck my torch. No, it's pretty precious. I've been yelled at.
You're pretty
all of-
close too.
I'm just gonna keep flailing this, trying to let his loincloth on fire.
So go ahead.
Listen,
and
this has happened to me 3 times. Okay, I know how much it hurts to get burned down there. Once was
Rook has such a
voluntarily to get rid of the crabs.
past.
Okay, to get rid of the crabs.
chasing him out with the ice pick.
It's not chasing them out. We were burning them out.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
And
Waiting
human-sized
for them.
crabs are twice as big on halflings. Okay.
Roll some dice.
Right.
We'll call it because you're trying to light this on fire. We'll call it a dexterity.
Okay. 6 on the dice plus 1 equals a 7.
Okay, so you light his loincloth on fire.
Yep.
How about a d6?
Yeah. With the
D6
bone
of
die.
crotch burning.
3 crotch burning damage.
Plus, you get a D4.
Yeah.
My next damage
Super
attack.
burn
Oh.
his nuts, and it's a
Sterling.
Hey, it's better than a 3.
It is. All right.
That really made him unimpressed. So he is, now that his loincloth is on fire, he's gonna just backhand you.
Yep. This is where I comically fly across the cave.
I like
Let's
the
call
idea
it
that you've still got a rope
D8.
around your neck too. It's gonna
It's a short rope. D8.
D8, yeah.
Okay. Oh. 6 damage.
Yep.
Okay.
And that's reduced by your armor.
Okay.
And you do kind of get cleared from his crotch area.
Whee!
And it's just a torch, like, skirting through the darkness. But
I'd
now the
probably
giant
drop-
is on fire.
He'd probably hit with 5 damage. He'd hit me with such force. I'd probably drop the torch. Honestly.
Okay.
Okay.
just don't drop it in a puddle.
It landed on a pile of skulls.
Yeah, there's plenty of skulls to offset the water here.
Yeah.
Willem or Olive, would either of you like to do something?
I'm just gonna.
Whee!
Well, with his crotch on fire, I'm assuming he's a little bit more distracted than what probably
Yeah,
actually
and
just feels like a needle in the
He's
back of his
very
knee.
easy to see.
So I want to just keep scurrying up. I want
Let's
to
see it again.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull my sword out, and I'm just gonna. My goal is to get to his shoulders because I want to
Okay.
stand on his shoulder and
Just
stab him
like
in the
Shadow
ear.
of the Colossus, this guy, aren't we?
One slow, death by paper cuts.
What is this gonna be?
It's
plus?
your,
is it dexterity?
your
No,
strength.
strength. So.
Yeah, because you're climbing up him.
12.
So you're just doing a great job with
My
this,
goal is to get to his shoulders right now.
this ice climbing, stab
Yeah.
and climb. Go ahead and roll your damage dice. And is it forward or ongoing?
It was just forward.
Forward, okay.
5.
5 damage. Another 5 to him. Okay. So you are like mid-back area now,
Nice.
and still just cramping up there.
There
he
is a fire burning below you now, though.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not above me anymore. It's
How do,
below
you,
me now.
how do you feel about fires burning below you?
Well, if I can outrun
Are you
it.
nervous?
A little bit.
A little bit?
But that's also why I'm trying to get to his shoulder.
Gotcha. Willem, would you like to do something?
Yeah, so I am going to continue singing a song, but this one is going to be a song for healing, and it goes like this.
Bow. Bow, bow. Bow.
Rook,
Bow, bow.
you're a crook,
Bow.
but if you're lucky, you'll get a fire in your loins.
Bow. Bow, bow. I pee a little.
That's Rook's go-to move. Free move.
That was
Free
+2.
action.
Yeah, that was +2.
So you take 1d8.
You need to roll it.
Oh,
You do?
I roll it?
Yeah. No, you need to roll for your songs.
Oh, dang it. I always forget about that.
Because I might not hear your song.
9. It was a 9.
So that's it. It goes off, but it attracts attention.
Yeah, or it hits someone else as well.
It accidentally hits the giant. No.
Okay, so
Wait, what?
I think
Hit
drawing
someone
unwanted
else.
attention would be
Yeah.
personally.
okay.
Can I roll a d8 to heal?
Yep.
Yeah.
3.
And now, Willem, you're going to need to. You see the giant bend down because you can just see like his loincloth burning and moving, and he seems to pick something big up, and looks in your direction where the music was coming from, and he's gonna hurl it at you.
Okay.
So I'm going to need you to defy danger in some fashion. Probably dexterity.
Yeah, we're power sliding again.
Can I try to like aid
On
him?
skeletal remains? You just don't know what's suitable places to power slide, do you?
It cuts his pants up more, and he loves it.
Yeah.
But also in the background soundtrack of this
Only a 5.
of this C-rated
Can I
movie.
aid
here-
him by stabbing the dude again to try to off his aim?
Sure, and Rook, you could try to aid him as well. So you guys could maybe build him up to a 7.
I think I'm too far away and I'm like starting to get up after I'm like brushing myself off that I still don't know what entirely
Okay.
happened.
Do I roll?
I might be in a different area code. I don't know. When giants hit me like that, I either get erect or I end up somewhere else.
So your assistant
this time
can't
it's both.
actually help him
Oh,
enough.
never mind.
So,
sorry.
Willem, we're looking at a D10.
Cool. 6.
Nice.
I take 5.
And it knocks you down.
Yep.
And it crashes into the wall behind you, and you hear like a hollow space.
Oh.
Oh yeah, because I figured that. No?
And then decided not to share that with anyone.
Yep. Decided not to share that with the
Yeah,
2
right.
high guys.
So
Wait, yeah, I wouldn't have done anything. You were both like,
Listen,
cultists.
hey, Hi Rook has seen a lot of episodes of Scooby-Doo, which Fantasy Scooby-Doo. He understands hidden caves and projectors, okay?
Right.
Yeah. And that this giant is actually the old amusement park employee.
Yeah, it's always on the
It was
crystal
always
ball
in
like
the
Saturday morning.
he just
Ronan the
wanted to come back.
Barbarian.
So I hear a rock hit you, right? And
Yeah.
you go, what do you like? How do you?
Yeah, what's your
react?
rock hit in the face noise?
Hey, bro, not cool.
My face!
Yeah.
That
I-
was so metal.
I see Olive climbing on his back, and I'm going to charge in, and I would like to throw some of my throwing daggers at this guy.
Cool. Okay.
I'm aiming low. I hit Olive with a dagger once, and
She was pissed.
I was almost murdered.
I was like, she threw it back
yeah.
at you.
She actually used the M word for the one of the first times ever that I've heard. The only other time she said, "Oh, I'm gonna murder this sandwich." So it's her context is
Yeah,
very obscure.
context is key, always.
So
I believe that's a volley.
yeah. So and as a halfling, when you attack with a ranged weapon, deal +2 damage.
Awesome.
So that's a thing. Okay. All right.
You
so
are
this is-
also he is still surprised, like because he doesn't know where you went.
yeah.
So
So it just blades in the darkness, which I
Yeah.
think is like a famous internet thing. Right. Yeah, so that's going to be a 10 on the dice, or 9 on the dice +1 dexterity. So that's a 10, which is really cool. On a 10, you have a clear shot, deal your damage. So I don't have to pick the bad shit.
Yeah,
Is it
you-
still just normal D8 damage?
Yeah.
Okay, +2. That's 7 damage, 5 on the die.
perfect.
7 damage. Throwing knives. I lose all 3 throwing daggers,
Same shin.
which are pretty much just like thumbtacks to this guy. So, yeah, but I'm deadly accurate.
So you're like nicking arteries and stuff in his leg.
So yeah, one goes straight into the foot, and another one goes into his shin, and then the other one goes into his hand. Yeah, because he was like, just like, I mean, he was recovering from his perfect aim, and
Yeah.
he used to throw back in college.
Yeah, he was a shot putter.
Yeah.
And so he takes those in the leg and he kind of stumbles forward and drops to his knees and Olive is along for the ride now, and you have an opportunity to finish this giant.
Yeah, I'm gonna run up I am going to run up to his shoulder. I want run up to the top of his head. I want to stab him from the top of his head down into his brain.
Poor guy.
Yeah. Do I roll to the tease?
By the way, this is murder. This is what it looks like, by the way.
This is bad murder.
Yeah.
Yeah, we literally like snuck into this guy's house and
11.
killed him.
Yeah.
Also in the fantasy world known as adventuring.
And then you're gonna steal his
And
shit.
then we're gonna steal his shit.
So,
Hashtag
what do
Dungeons
you
and
think?
Dragons. Hashtag Dungeon World.
Damn it! 2.
That's okay.
Okay.
He was pretty much on the way out. He's been suffering pretty bad lately. People came into his home. They lit his junk on fire. Like, not his stuff, like his junk.
Burned a sausage.
Yeah. And
Not in like a barbecue way
No,
either.
not-
Yeah.
so, tell me how it goes.
So he's already falling down on his knees, right? Cool. So, where did we decide I was? I was on
You're like
his
on
knee?
his shoulders.
Oh
right now.
yeah. So I'm going to use my sword one more time. Well, I'm gonna stab by his ear. That's how I'm gonna get up to the top of his head, and then I'm just gonna like scream super loud as I stab straight down into his head, and then pull it out and see brain start to ooze out.
Yeah, but like, what does your scream sound like?
Do it. Just don't mix
So
up
like
the mic.
also don't blow out the microphone too.
Stage
Yeah. Like,
scream.
Yeah, I mean it's more like it's like a grunt and a scream. So it's like ah! As I just go straight down, and then pull my sword out because I want to see the brain come out of the hole that I just made. So I'd probably actually stab him a few times.
As you're falling, I am going to need you to make a roll with dexterity.
could defy danger.
Yeah, because this guy was pretty tall and is falling over now, and you're on his head.
Okay, it also says, when you defy danger and use your small size to your advantage, take a +1.
How are you using your small size to your advantage?
So,
It's tuck and roll.
yeah, I was
Yeah.
like to roll away from him, the opposite way of where he's falling. Because I can see better now.
Oh shit.
So,
Used to be a gymnast, I guess?
Yeah.
that's a 14.
Yeah, she rolled double sixes on the
As you're
dice.
soaring through the air, you flash back to, like, when you were a little halfling. when you,
That's the GM right there.
when you were a young halfling girl, and your parents made you go to all those tumbling classes, which you just didn't want to do because you wanted to learn to fight, not to tumble. And all those lessons come back to you as you make a perfect tuck and roll and stand up, like sword
Oh, yeah, it
bared
was a
right in
perfect
front,
landing, too.
with like just striking the perfect pose, as this dead giant's loincloth, what remains, is engulfed in flames. Behind you, it's quite a scene.
I approve.
And you guys have dispatched the giant. Daga is dead. You killed him in his home.
I walk up to Olive and I was like, did you see that shit? I am so cool. I can't wait till Willem writes this song about me. It's gonna be amazing.
What did you even do?
I lit his dick on fire.
I mean, I'll give you that, but what else did you do?
I retrieve my three throwing daggers clearly in front of you, staring at you
One of them
each
is
time.
really
as
stuck
I-
in that shit.
Yeah, just really wedging it, like shaking the giant, moving him a little bit. Oh, I can't really remember. Do you have any idea how much I saved your ass this time? And yeah, as Willem approaches, and I'm like, oh man, there's gonna be like probably like a verse about how like I said something really witty and like
Who really killed him, though?
Like, good job, Olive.
See?
You did so much work. You climbed that giant,
Yeah, I
and
did.
you killed him. I am gonna write the sickest verse about you. Yeah. To add to your epic.
His brain
And
is oozing
the
out of his
heat
head right
and-
now.
Anyway, there's a hole back there. The giant threw a rock through. Maybe we go check it out.
Yeah.
Also, he has a bounty on his head.
So do we need his head?
well, what's left of it?
How are we gonna transport him back to cash in the bounty?
Can I just like take an ear? Is
His
that enough?
like head is the size of your torso.
That's a
by the
big
way.
ear.
Even fill your backpack.
Can I take a pinky toe?
Which is like the size of your hand.
Anyone can
Easier
get a
to
pinky
take.
toe. Like, That could be any giant's pinky toe.
An ear would probably be sufficient proof. I mean,
Or like, does he have any discernible scars or something?
I'm just gonna.
He does now.
yeah, a very discernible one.
Yeah.
Can I take part of his brain and just put it in?
That would just kind of
Looks
look like
backpack?
goo by the
Yeah.
time you got back to town.
I think the ear will work. Teeth,
Alright.
maybe?
Yeah.
Tooth?
Yeah.
So, okay, I like where you're going with this.
Head is a very figurative thing.
But, I still want to hear a little bit about my verse in the song.
I'm still working on that one.
That's fair. I understand being creative. Okay, I'm a bit of a
but-
creative myself.
You didn't kill him though. Like.
It's like a pickle jar. I loosened him up for you. Okay?
Like the pickle jar.
Clearly.
Yeah, like, I think I can fit something in about that.
I mean, like I said, his dick on fire.
You did.
I mean, that was.
That's a pretty metal lyric.
that was
Can we
pretty
smash
cool.
cut to like 2 years later when his song is being sung and he's like, Olive lit his dick on fire. Then we come back.
Yep.
Smelled like burning pickles.
The lyrics got confused a little bit. Yeah.
Do they each still have their rope halves
Yeah.
tied to them? Cool. So I'm gonna take each one of those and walk towards the
just
hole.
start
that he
dragging
made.
us
Come on.
And then I go, we should cut his head off and tie it around a rope and just drag it back.
Plop, 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 plop.
We'll think about that. Right now we got the ear shoved in your backpack, though. It's okay.
In my backpack? That's fine. I have weirder stuff in there right now anyways.
The DM in me wants to ask, but
You also know that Martin is the character making
Yeah.
up shit in a backpack.
okay. So you guys are investigating this hole. So as you get close with the torch, you see that the boulder that he hit Willem with went through some really ornate brickwork, actually. And there's like a hallway beyond that is really incredibly clean.
This is very like manufactured looking.
Yeah, it very much looks like a nice, like a building. Kind of like a stone cut brick hallway that you would find in like a castle or something.
Okay.
Can I roll for a discern reality?
Sure.
Is that a plus anything? Did I get in? Well, no, I did.
Wisdom.
Oh. I got a 7.
A 7. So you can ask one.
I'm gonna go with the who's really in control here? 1. Yeah. Yep, that's what I'm going with.
Who's really in control, huh? So, the one that is really in control is Ashka the Dark God.
I get no more questions.
Okay, so I'm gonna walk over to the brick and I'm kind of looking at it. This brickwork is very unique. I believe I can trace it back to the Metadonic era, or maybe the Chaozu dynasty. I'm spouting lore.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's see what that does. Go ahead and roll it. Yeah.
Nope. I got a 5.
I don't know, friend. It looks a lot more like maybe like 50 years old.
Your credibility with your comrades has just dropped.
Where did we get this guy?
No.
You just let any old guy sing songs about you and he just follows us around?
What? He said he was gonna write a verse about you.
Yeah, no, this brickwork is definitely like at least
Okay.
800 years old.
You don't even know. Is it lighter in here than it was on the? Or do we still need our lit?
It is actually a
Torches.
little bit lighter inside. You still definitely need a torch, but it is lighter in this brickwork hallway than it is in the cave.
I'm just gonna keep dragging these two further down it.
At this point, I'm intrigued. I haven't been in this in a hallway like this since I had freed myself from the manacles of a sex dungeon, and so I skip ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you like
Really?
scouting ahead?
Are you skipping?
You're just seeing what's down there. Are you excited?
Yeah, Willem has promised to write a verse about me, so my spirits are high. So,
Gotcha.
I'm in a good mood. I'm gonna skip ahead and
Promise.
yeah, no. This is the third time you've promised to write a song about me.
I'm still working on them.
You see, yeah, he's got like a notebook full of like rook songs, and it's just blank. Yeah, it's just a folded piece of parchment. Yeah, yeah. So I'm gonna scout ahead, but it's mostly me, me basically just singing dirty nursery rhymes that I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like you need an example.
Yeah, it's mostly like less funny stories and more talking about the things I wanted to do and eventually did to my what is it when your parents don't love you and they give you to someone else? Orphan mom. That's right. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a happy childhood.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you can really tell by the pearlescent nature and how it reflects the light.
I'm gonna pull both of their ropes together again so they hit their heads again.
That's true. Rook can't get very far ahead. He's trying to skip, but is held back by Olive.
Well, I'm skipping along with him,
Oh,
which is
okay.
really just walking
It's an
at a
efficient
normal
means of
pace for
transportation.
him. But
Someone please discern realities for me.
I already did it.
I'll
I'll
give
do
it
it
a
because
You both can.
Mess it up.
Yeah.
Crushed it.
Wisdom.
This song always gets
Nope.
my mind focused. I got a 9 on the die
Okay.
plus 0. So I get to ask only one. What should I be on the lookout for?
Only one question. The supernatural.
Okay. Well, luckily.
Because this place is unnaturally clean. This is the cleanest place you've probably ever seen.
Okay. Well, luckily, yeah. So I'm skipping through and I stop in my tracks and I'm like, oh, this is way too clean to be a sex dungeon. Like I was really excited to see where this led, and now all of a sudden I'm like very suspicious. And I give like the stop hand gesture that I've read about in military scrolls, and mostly that I stole from their wives. And I give the stop hand gesture and I go, oh, it's too clean in here. And then you say something stupid about history.
Your orphan mom kept you in a sex dungeon? Maybe I
That's-
will write a song about you.
Well, you can't write a song about that.
You hear a clacking echoing down the hallway. A little clack and a little jingle.
Hello?
Why do you keep saying hello? This didn't turn out well last time.
Olive, I let you take lead in the caves, but this is like 2/3 of a sex dungeon. I'm in the zone right now.
All right, then it's all on you. Let's see how far you get this.
You moving further towards the noise?
Mistress?
The noise is getting closer. And there's a slight scraping noise with it too.
Oh, I bet it's a hook hand. I try and hide my erection.
Defy danger?
For hiding my erection? I don't know about that. I'm gonna call
It's
your
a
BS.
stealth check. So as you guys are kind of anxiously and excitedly awaiting what's coming, you
Clarification: only one of them is excited. Only one of us.
and
is
anxious, yeah.
I'm coming.
Hands don't do it for you?
Excited. No, I don't
Okay,
think so.
yeah, that's it. Lonely on a pedestal, that's fine.
You see something start to edge into the torchlight, and it appears to be a skeleton. It is completely devoid of flesh. It has 5 gold rings on its body, one around each ankle, one around each wrist, and they're linked with gold chains going around a collar. As it comes into view,
I still
Tim?
still slightly high. I go, we just met like all of your friends back there, referencing the skeletal remains of everything ever.
and that's where we're going to call it for today. So that's our session for today. If you enjoyed this little adventure, let us know in the comments.
You're also a terrible person, I think.
Yeah,
Because we enjoyed it, and we're certifiably terrible people.
if you have made it this
It's on my
far, I
driver's
applaud
license.
you. if you're interested, we have a Facebook group. There'll be a link down below in the comments, or in the description, excuse me, and you can check that out and
tell us how terrible we are
Yeah.
in person.
otherwise, we'll see you next time. Thanks for joining us for another episode from Dungeon World. Rook, you lit a torch now?
Yes, and then I peed a little at the
When
grumble.
it yelled and you get a full face full of giant.
I never actually go to the bathroom. I just like
You have different
Just
events
be
in your
yourself.
life.
I just pee a little bit often.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know,
Everybody
it doesn't
needs
work for
hobbies.
everyone.
I mean, the pee like running down your leg makes you feel good, so you hold it in just in case. Like you have one of those moments that you need the pee running down your leg.
It's a comfort thing.
I'm gonna go with Jenny on this one with that look. That kind of like, does Sterling pee a little? Talking about how good it feels. Anyways.